Dulko is making her singles debut here at the year-end championships. 33. After an incredible and emotional 2015 season, in September she became the first Italian player to claim the U.S. Open singles crown, defeating 2 top 5 players en route to the final. She owns 11 career singles titles and is a former world #1 in doubles. After 2 amazing weeks in New York, she announced her retirement from tennis, or so she tells us, hopefully, but not before qualifying for this year's WTA Finals. Playing her last WTA event, please welcome from Italy our number 7 seed, Flavia Pennetta.
Hi, Flavia. Sandy Howard, Associated Press. The inevitable question. At the U.S. Open, you said it was your final, but then you said it's your final U.S. Open. Now they're saying it's your final tournament. I kind of got the feeling that you were saying you're not playing the U.S. Open, but you could play until there. Could you just clarify what's at least in your mind right now? Is this the end, or you think you might show up some next year?
I mean, in US Open, I say it was my last US Open, and then when they asked me if I keep playing until the end of the year, I was really clear. Of course, I will play until the end of the year, and of course, like my goal was to come here. After US Open, I was number 6, so I see the chance to be here, and I was fighting for being here now. And I was really clear in the fact that I was going to finish this year, my career for sure.
So how about next year?
I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know how it's going to do. I mean, I need to first finish here. I was really focused to my job, to what I have to do, and I want to finish this week and enjoy a little bit. I have so many things to do in Italy in December and November, so I don't know how it's going to be my life after that.
So we could see you next year.
You're going to see me because my boyfriend plays tennis, so I will be with him not every week, but a few weeks for sure. In the right place, I can say.
Flavia, if you had won or had lost, the US Open final, would you have been just as happy?
Of course not. Winning or losing is different. I mean, when you are there, and I mean, before the US Open, I never think I had the chance to be in the final. But when you are there, and in the other part there is no Serena Williams, but Roberta. I mean, I think it will be. It's going to be tough to recover. But maybe after a while, for sure, when the time passed, maybe the day after or the week after, not really.
Flavia, does this whole time after the U.S. Open, does it still feel like a little bit of a tornado or a hurricane or something like that, or is it pretty calm for you right now?
I think I handled everything pretty good. I went home, I was 3 days with my family. I take just my time for my family first, and then we have a big day in my city, and with all the press, all the attention, you know, and then I back to Barcelona, starting to practice again, starting with the normal routine that I have every day. Of course, was more intense because like my phone was ringing too much. I had a few interviews, but more of them by phone, so I didn't move a lot. I just tried to be focused on the last period of the tournament. Of course, I went 2 days in Milan for the Fashion Week, but it was more for a funny moment with me, with my sister, my colleague Fabio was there with me, so we had 2 days just for us. And everything is keeping the same thing. I mean, there's nothing really changed. Maybe because around me, the people that I have, they still like really normal. You can use that word sometimes.
Flavia, you mentioned Roberta before. I wanted to know what your thoughts were on what it is about the Italian female players like Francesca and even Sarah being 28 and still having success now. What is it about you four that have been able to endure so long and have such success to this stage of your career? Is it something about the way you play? Is it that you're all together? What's your explanation?
I mean, of course, for Italy, you have such a good player all in the same moment is amazing. You know, we started in 2006 for the first victory in Fed Cup, and then since then everything was growing. And I became top 10 in 2009. So I think that moment was a really motivating moment for all of them. And starting to Francesca starting to win Roland Garros, and then Sarah Haynes, and then Roberta, and then me again. I mean, the good thing is there is always one of us. It's good. It gives a lot of good result. And I had in my career a lot of injury. I was not like a really easy career because I have two wrists, one knee. Typhus, I don't know if you know what it is. I had like a big virus when I was 18, 19. I spent 20 days in the hospital, completely like in the room where nobody can come in. I mean, it was good thing happened and bad thing also happened. I have to say, with the injury on my wrist, the right one in 2012, I spent 9 months out. So I think at that time my body you just have time to recover, and I had 2 or 3 years more, maybe that's why.
Well, you thought maybe in a couple of years you would be a coach. Would you actually like to be a coach?
I want to be a coach?
You're a coach, a new coach for you. Would you like to become a coach?
No.
Ever? I mean, the next year, the year after, but
I don't know. I mean, you never have to say never, but I don't see myself like a coach.
Why? Because you don't want to travel again?
Because I don't want to travel. I don't want to have the pressure of the. I mean, we think when we are in the court, we are just the one who are in the court, the one we fight, and the one get tired. But the truth is, like, we have with us like 2 persons most of the time, the coach and the physio, the coach and the physical coach, and they are, I mean, the life for them, it's really tough. They are out, they don't spend time with family, they have to be really calm all the time and try to be positive all the time. I mean, it's not easy to be a coach, and I don't know if I have the ability to be a good coach.
What about coaching children, kids, something like that?
Maybe it's going to be, I mean, that thing is going to be something that I like to do, more to just explain them how it is the life. I mean, now I feel there is a lot of pressure from the young children to become champions, and I think there is a right time for everything. They need to be a child, they need to be to have fun. They don't have to be professional at 10 years old. I mean, they have so much time in the life, so why rush too much? And now I think they are really pushed from the sponsor, from the family, from everyone. Before it was more relaxing everything, and now it's really, they want it too much, so early.
Flavia, would you consider Fed Cup captain? Is that something that you might want to do?
In the future, why not? Yeah, it would be nice. But I think Francesca, she's better than me.
And then you were in an interview with the New York Times. You said that you got a call from Serena after you won. So I'm a little bit curious. Does your cell phone pop up and say phone call from Serena Williams, or
no?
Do you just pick it up and you had no idea?
No, I didn't have her number, and she just asked my number, I think, to Carolina, and but because my phone was ringing so much, I didn't answer to the number that I don't recognize. So she sent me a tweet. Flavia, it's me, it's my number, call me, and I called her. So now I have her number.
And just kind of, can you talk about that conversation a little bit?
I mean, like I said, I mean, it was not that long. She would just call me and she say, "Hi baby, how are you? I'm so happy for you." And I asked her how she was feeling, and she said, "It's tough for me, but I'm so happy and proud of you." And you're really gonna retire? I say, "Yes." It's good for you. And I mean, she asked me if I was in New York,